Welcome to Urgent Biblical Capitalism. This is Chapter 5, Employee-Employer Relationships. Genesis 31 verses 6 to 9 we read, "And you know that with all my power I have served your father, and your father hath deceived me, and changed my wages 10 times. But God suffered him not to hurt me. If he said, Thus the speckled shall be thy wages, then all the cattle bear speckled. And if he said, Thus the striped shall be thy hire, then bear all the cattle striped. Thus God hath taken away the cattle of your father, and given them to me." Even when an employee or employees is or are unfairly treated by an employer, they may still receive a blessing from God. Remember also Joseph, who was falsely accused of rape. Rely on God for your blessings, not on your employer. Rely not on man, but on God. Note also in verse 6 that the employee Jacob did all within his power to serve his employer, that is his stepfather Laban. We must always do all our work to the best of our ability as if we are doing it for God. Carried on in Genesis 31, verses 39 to 41. "That which was torn of beasts I brought not unto thee, I bear the loss of it. Of my hand didst thou require it, stolen by day or stolen by night. I was in the day, the drought consumed me, and the frost by night, and my sleep departed from my eyes. Thus I have been 20 years in your house. I have served 14 years for thy 2 daughters, and 6 years for thy cattle. And thou hast changed my wages 10 times. As an employee, partner, give everything that your employer or partner is entitled to, and leave your blessings in God's hands. Please only God, because trying to please man, be it your father-in-law or employer, might result in disappointment." In Exodus 4:18, Moses went and returned to Jethro his father-in-law, and said unto him, "Let me go, I pray thee, and return unto my brethren which are in Egypt, and see whether they yet be alive." And Jethro said to Moses, "Go in peace." The message here: always let your stakeholders, your employer, know what you are doing. Don't act alone. In Numbers 23:8, "How shall I curse whom God has not cursed, and how shall I defy whom Yahweh has not defied?" In 1 Samuel 24:10 we read, "Behold, this day your eyes have seen how that Yahweh has delivered you today into my hand in the cave, and some told me to kill you. But my eye spared you, and I said, I will not put forth my hand against the Lord, for he is Yahweh's anointed." We may not remove by violent means those that are appointed and anointed by God, even if they are, by our estimation, not good, and even seeking our very own destruction. In Proverbs 27:18, "Whoso tends the fig tree shall eat the fruit thereof, and he that regards his master shall be honored." Honor your boss, your elders, and your parents. Everything you do, do it as if you do it for Jesus. Serve with goodwill as to the Lord and not to men. Ephesians 6:7. In Ephesians 6:5, "Servants, be obedient to them that are your masters according to the flesh, with fear and trembling, in singleness of heart, as if to Christ." You're working for Christ, not for your boss. "Not with eye service as men pleasers, but as the servants of Christ, doing the will of God from the heart, with good will doing service as to the Lord and not to men, knowing that whatsoever good thing that any man does, the same shall he receive from the Lord, whether he be bond or free." Pray for leaders in 1 Timothy 2:2, "For kings and for all that are in authority, that we may lead a quiet and peaceful life in all godliness and honesty." Pray especially for all leaders. Conclusion of employee-employer relationships. The Bible presents a framework for employee-employer engagement rooted in mutual respect, fairness, and a shared understanding that both parties are ultimately serving God rather than just humans. The relationship is to be characterized by honesty, diligence, and for employers, the avoidance of intimidation. This is the end. The next chapter is chapter 6, God the Provider, Restorer, and Merciful. See below also links for YouTube and the Facebook page, and also Wattpad, where you can find both the full version of the book Urgent Biblical Capitalism and also the abridged version, which is only 69 pages. Thank you for your time, and God bless.